1 minute. We are there already, eh?
Perché 1 minuto?
No, siamo troppo in anticipo. Ecco qua, non si vede niente, niente, incredibile.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to the pre-event press conference for the Monster Energy Grand Prix of Catalunya. It's round 6 in the 2026 MotoGP World Championship here at Montmello. Just 4 days after an historic French Grand Prix at Le Mans, where Aprilia celebrated its first ever 1-2-3 in a MotoGP race. We are joined by two of their star performers at the Bugatti circuit, including World Championship leader Marco Bezzecchi. Marco has finished in the top 2 in the last 7 Grand Prix, and he brings a 1-point lead in the standings over Aprilia Racing teammate Jorge Martin into this weekend. Coming to the track, of course, Jorge was crowned MotoGP World Champion here back in 2024 in the Solidarity Grand Prix. The Aprilia Racing rider won the Sprint and Grand Prix in France to become just the third Aprilia rider to complete a win double on the same weekend. It was Jorge's first Grand Prix win since Mandalika in 2024. And of course, MotoGP fans all around the world are ready for Turn 5 in FP1 tomorrow morning. We're ready for shoulder down Jorge Martin once again. And completing today's lineup is BK8 Gresini Racing rider Alex Marquez. Alex recently made it back-to-back Grand Prix wins in Jerez, and he has the chance to do the same here in Catalunya after his win from pole position here last year. And Montmello is a track we know Alex loves. He's won here in Moto3 once before and twice in Moto2. Gentlemen, welcome to all three of you. Not too much time to relax and enjoy the celebrations for Aprilia after Le Mans last weekend. Mark, we'll start the press conference with you. France was a brilliant weekend for you and for Aprilia, but what are you expecting this weekend? Last year, probably one of the most difficult weekends in your first season with Aprilia here in Montmello. Can you put your finger on why results have been hard to find here at this circuit, and how confident are you that you can change your fortunes this weekend?
Well, we come from a very good weekend, as you said, in Le Mans. Was positive for me with a good sprint and a good long race. And now we face this track that is one of the most beautiful in the calendar. As you said, it's true that last year we've been suffering a bit, and was a tough weekend for us. But at the end, we have to see what this year brings to us, because everything is changed, and on the bike, but also on our way to work during the race weekend, on my way to ride the bike. So I'm very curious to see how it will be, and I can't really wait to jump again on the bike.
Marky, you just said this track is beautiful. You guys have to race in all conditions, hot, cold, wet, dry. But when you look at Montmello, it's very low grip with a lot of time management involved as well. Because of that, is it one of the most demanding tracks on the calendar and one of the most tactical races you guys have to conduct on the whole calendar?
Well, it's for sure, as you said, a really tough track, and especially the race is super difficult to manage in the proper way, because you have to manage a lot. Everything that happens to you during the race can be crucial, and the tire consumption is super high, both front and rear. So managing the tire is important everywhere, but here even more. So we have to work in a good way to be fast.
Marco, best of luck to you and the team here this weekend. We'll come on then to Aprilia Racing's Jorge Martin. Jorge, Le Mans was a dream weekend for you, of course, on a personal level and for Aprilia. You've been strong on every track so far this season. Obviously, Aprilia's got a credible potential. Do you feel now you've reached a level of confidence with this bike that you can come to every race and be in that fight for the victory?
Yeah, thank you. For sure, Le Mans was incredible. I really enjoyed that moment. And yeah, also for Aprilia, being first, second, and third, I think is unreal. So really happy for them. And yeah, let's see here. For sure, the confidence is always growing. Every lap is an opportunity to get more and more, to get to know the bike a bit more. And yeah, in Jerez test, I think I did a great step with some new pieces. And yeah, let's see. I think this is maybe one of the most difficult tracks for us. But for sure, I like the layout a lot. But yeah, I think Alex won last year. KTM can be super strong also. So we have to be ready to suffer also, and let's see if we can achieve a good result.
I remember sitting in this room with you back in 2024 in November, the greatest day of your racing career. You said in Le Mans, Jorge, what happened last year made you a better person, but this is your first race here in Catalonia since you won the World Championship. How does the Jorge Martin of the Solidarity GP in 2024 compared coming back 18 months later? How different are you now as a rider, Jorge, to when you won the championship?
That's a good question. For sure, I have really good memories from this track, this is one of them. But I have also bad memories. I broke my foot here, I crashed leading in Moto3, so for sure it's a new track. I will try to enjoy the weekend. And yeah, I think the most different thing is that I really enjoy the moment. Before the injury, like everything for us, or our lives go so fast. So we don't understand that being healthy and being riding is super nice. But then in the bad moments is when you realize that you want to stay healthy. And now I'm healthy, I'm feeling good, and I'm really grateful for that.
Just looking back at some of those magic moments here in 2024. And Jorge, coming to Catalonia, we can't not talk about Turn 5.
Yeah.
We're already. Are you ready for tomorrow morning?
Yeah, well, I look into the weather and it seems it will be really cold. So yeah, maybe tomorrow is not the day to make some crazy thing, but yeah, I think shoulder down now is easy for me. Yeah.
It's the Jorge Martin way in Barcelona. We'll come on then to a BK Gresini racing rider, Alex Marquez. Alex, on paper, history suggests that people are going to pick you as the favourite this weekend. Jerez, of course, recently was fantastic for you. Le Mans a little bit more complicated. Is Montmello the perfect place to try and quickly bounce back from last weekend and get back to your normal level?
Yeah, well, Le Mans for us was quite a disaster, especially from my side. The bike, I think, was ready to fight with these two guys that we have here, but they did too many mistakes in the key moments of the weekend, as like the quali especially, and later on, I was not able to make a good lap. But yeah, we came from on a track that switched quite good to my riding style, that I always find the flow. So this kept to me not confidence, but yes, like calm, and like we need to be really on the point. And I know that if I do my work in the best way, I can be fast and I can fight at least for the podium. So I will try my best from the first moment. As Jorge said, it will be quite cold tomorrow and also maybe some rainy, so we need to be prepared for everything.
Alex, it seems whether it's Moto3, Moto2 or MotoGP here last year, you seem to have something extra in your pocket at this track, some magic in Montmello, particularly in the last sector which we saw here last year. What is it about this layout, what is it about this place where you seem to have another gear?
I mean, not many break points, it's more to flowing, it's more like the traction also, that I'm quite good in that moment, and I can make more the difference in that point. So is why I'm fast, and yeah, after all, we did many laps here on the promotional categories and all that, and this gives to you, give to you some secrets. But yeah, I will try to make a solid weekend, achieve points, and try to go in again in the title fight.
Best luck to you and the team here this weekend, Alex. Before we move on to questions from the media and MotoGP Social, Alex and Jorge, of course, you guys always get great support here in Barcelona, but we saw that yesterday. You were at the Fan Fest in Barcelona, a great event. Jorge, we'll start with you. I mean, how cool was that experience, just sharing the emotion, the passion with the fans?
Yeah, it was crazy, we were in Le Mans, that is for sure plenty of people. But yesterday I was impressed how they were shouting and how they were cheering for us. So for sure this is really special. I think it's also really important for MotoGP to promote these activities, to get to know MotoGP, because I think it's the best sport in the world. And yeah, it was good fun. It was good fun.
And we saw you there again, working on the moonwalk.
I didn't want it, but Izaskun told me, and I couldn't avoid, so I had to repeat it.
Is this going to be the trademark Martin celebration now with the punching of the screen, or?
No, I don't think so. I think now the boom of Michael is getting again crazy. Yeah, I need to change my shoes because this one doesn't slide, so it was really tough.
We think it's cool to watch anyway.
Yeah, it was good.
Keep on practicing.
I will try.
We'll get the moonwalk at some point later on in the season. Alex, what about you? I mean, great to spend that time with the fans in Barcelona.
I think it's really great to go to the big cities and show what is our sport, you know, and to see the people there supporting. You need to put some water on the floor. Just that, you know.
Yeah. Oil.
Oil, yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's really important, I think, to go to the big cities and show to the people what is MotoGP, and also try also to catch some new fans that I think will be the good thing. So it was a really nice event.
Maybe Piero Taramasso has some Michelin slick shoes.
Yeah.
To work on the moonwalk. Guys, that's enough from me for the time being. MotoGP Social coming up later on, but we'll now invite questions, please, from the media. Thank you.
Yeah. Pablo Juan Arena, Dazón. This is a question for you three. Ducati and Aprilia are the best bikes on the grid, for sure. But this is the question for you. Is there anything from the other bike for Ducati or for Aprilia you would like to have in your bike? Jorge?
No, va per seguir prima.
Marco?
Grazie. Niente, tío. Well, honestly, it's a difficult question to answer because I never tried his bike, so I don't know. He also never tried mine, hopefully. So I don't know.
Jorge?
I don't know also. I think, as Marco said, I don't know how much they developed during these 2 years. I know what I have. I am riding. I really enjoy the Aprilia. It's an amazing bike. For sure, they won in Jerez. They are always competitive. Marc did the pole and the record in Le Mans. So both bikes are working great, and that's it.
Okay, Alex?
I mean, always the bike, you know, it's like a balance. And if you want something from another one, you will lose another one from the other one. So I think it's always quite complicated, but both bikes are able to be really competitive in all the tracks. So I think this is really good for the show. And yeah, just you know, Ducati is now on the level after Jerez to win races again, and just we need to focus on ourselves.
Hello, gentlemen. Jorge, Frank Dreding from Ziggo Sport. I still have more or less the same question that was asked already about you having changed as a rider. Because in Le Mans you said if you do not develop yourself as a rider, you slow down. If you compare, let's say, your riding style of the 2024 Ducati and you compare it to the way you ride now, in what way have you changed? Because we also heard from Jonas Folger, from 2023 to now is a completely different world in a way. Could you more or less describe how you developed as a rider then?
It's difficult to say. I think, yeah, maybe the mentality for sure changed a lot in terms of being a rider or how I approach the weekend. This changed a lot. And then in the riding style, for sure, my biggest issue was braking last season. But now, comparing to 24, I feel, from my point of view, is in terms of feeling, is really similar. So I feel I'm riding more or less the same, for sure. With the Aprilia, you have to make different lines that I was making in the past, but now I get to know them and I know how I have to make them. So overall, I feel as a rider the same, and yeah, I hope better, but I will try to continue improving.
Hello, Tony Lopez, La Vanguardia. An easy question for three riders. As you know, Marc Márquez is 71 points behind of Marco and 70 behind Jorge. Do you think that Marc is able to fight for the championship when he returns, maybe at Mugello, maybe at Hungary or Brno? And maybe in this time he will be at more than 100 points behind you. And the same question for the brother.
Vado io? Well, I think Mark last year showed that he won the championship by more than 100 points. He won the championship in Japan, so it was 5 races before the end. So I personally, I never rule out Mark from the title. Now it's very early in the championship, so everything can happen, and for sure Mark, when he will come back, he will be super hungry for winning. So I think he can for sure he will fight.
Yeah, for me also, if somebody demonstrate that he can go from the lowest to the highest again is Mark. So we cannot discount on him, and I hope he recovers soon and he's back with us very soon.
I think that first of all we need to see when he will come back. If he will miss 1 race, 2, 3 or 4, I don't know. I think nobody knows. So on that point we will be able to discuss if he has still some option or not. So I think now it's too early. I think he's not thinking on the championship, he's thinking on recover himself, and that's it.
David Emmett, Paddock Pass Podcast. A question for you, Marco. You've been incredibly strong on Sundays, but you struggle a little bit in the sprint race. What exactly is the problem there? Is it the different feel to the fuel tank, having less fuel? Is it the tyres? Do you know what your problem is?
No. If I knew, probably I could try to solve it, but no, the truth is that I make a couple of mistakes by trying to maybe do a little bit too much. This for sure was an issue. But it's true also that in Le Mans I was struggling a bit, and is for the moment my best sprint. So we are trying to understand what I can do in a different way to try to be quicker, or anyway try to ride in a better way. So we will keep working to try to find a solution.
And a question for Alex. You're amazing around here. It's a track which you are really good at. It's a track with very, very low grip. How much of that is you managing throttle? How much of it is getting the right electronic setup? How much of it is just a combination of everything?
I think, and it's a good question. For some reason, also in Moto2, I was really good on the traction area, and I think that here the low grip helped me a lot to make the difference and to make that gap compared to the other ones. I'm struggling a little bit more on the braking entry, so for that reason here I'm really fast. Just that, I'm able to have the flow, to keep the speed, and I think this is really helpful for my riding style.
Hi, Adam Wheeler. 2 questions. First one to Jorge. Jorge, on the fuel tank of your bike, you have quite an extreme shape. Can you just talk about why that is and how you arrived to have this?
Yeah. When I jumped into the Aprilia, I was getting really tired. It was really a problem for me. When I went back in Qatar, after 2 laps, I couldn't ride anymore. So we were really focused on my position on the bike, and I think it was still Jerez. I was still changing handlebars, some position on the levers. So it was a huge work. And yeah, I have to recognize that Aprilia are amazing in terms of designing pieces, and yeah, that's why we get to. That's our final engineer product. So that's okay, and it's working really good.
Thanks. And Marco, at this stage in your career, when you're leading the World Championship, sorry if you've been asked this a million times, but what is the day-to-day influence of Valentino Rossi? I mean, is it the same as ever, or is it a little bit changed in the last six months or the last year?
Well, being completely honest, is changing year by year, because at the end I I grow as a person, as a rider, and he also grows, and we know each other since every time a little bit more time. So the relationship that we have is always fantastic. It's always been fantastic since when I was younger, but it's growing day by day, and depending on which situation I found myself, he can maybe try to give me different advices or just try to help me in the best way that he can. So it's not a matter of leading the championship, it's more maybe a matter of just growing.
Niki Kovac from MotoGP Hungary. Question to you, Jorge. Today I asked a couple of riders about what they think Marc competing, still injured. Now we understand a bit more the situation. He was in the first 5 weekends. And Dija came up with an interesting perspective that also depends on talent, but also how a rider can tolerate pain. And he remembered us that also already in Moto3, when you had your hand injured and you had a support, but you had to ride, and also winning a race under pain. So after everything you went through in the last years with all the injuries, you think you are capable to support pain the same level, better, or maybe your body getting tired and you support less?
That's a difficult question. I think it's a bit of perspective, no? Each rider can manage the pain in a way. I think for my point of view, I can resist quite a lot of pain. And maybe for us, the riders, I think the pain is the same for everybody, no? But I think, you know, when we are riding with all the adrenaline, you don't feel it that much, or you feel it more after. Sometimes I came to a race that I couldn't maybe cook, but then I could make a race. So yeah, and the week after for sure I couldn't cook again because I was destroyed. So I think it's more about the adrenaline and the pressure we have. That's why we maybe can race with pain, I think.
But for you, the same level?
Sorry?
Same level for you as in the past? You can.
Depends on the injury. I don't know.
Okay, I think the media are happy. It's time then now for Mr. Kiko Giles and MotoGP Social.
Thank you very much, Matt. Time for MotoGP Social.
Nice.
This week, it's all about your MotoGP knowledge. It's called Guess the Year from these iconic MotoGP moments. Points are on offer for each correct year you guess, but you'll also get bonus points if you get the Grand Prix as well, and a bit of personal pride if you know the winner of that Grand Prix, okay? Ready? And we'll go one by one, okay? So let's go. Let's hope this is working. There we go. Number one. None of you were on the grid that day as well. It was a little while ago. Okay. Bez looks like he's got an answer. Alex is thinking hard.
Got it.
Jorge's there. Alex, we just wait for you.
Okay.
And turn your boards around. Alex, what did you go for in the end?
It's Assen 2014 and win Marc, no? No, win Vale.
Vale won in 2013, but you got the track correct. It was Assen 2013. Valentino did win. So a point each there for Team Aprilia. Alex must do better. There we go. There's the answer.
But I don't understand. When is?
Yeah, 2013.
2013.
You're right.
You're right.
Chi hai messo di vince?
Vale vince.
Yeah.
So 2 points for me.
Or three, because you got the correct.
Me too.
3 points.
Yeah.
Me too.
You need to share the
You've got
point. You
3
need to share the
points.
point.
Alex needs to maybe just brush up a little bit. Okay, number two.
Catalunya.
This one is very close to home. Oh, Jorge, straight over. Jorge, what are you gone for?
I got Barcelona 2009, Valentino Rossi.
And Bez the same.
2010.
You're a year out again, Alex, I'm afraid.
Grande.
Valentino,
So 3 points
year
again.
in 20 cent.
Ooh,
Bez,
Marco.
any special
Tirata ancora.
any special memories, Bez, that day you would have been 10 years old? Do you remember watching it on TV?
Yeah. I was in a mini bike track in the bar from the track watching this race.
In a bar at 10 years old?
No, in the bar of a mini bike track.
Ah, okay, no problem.
With a beer and a beer
Just double checking, I'm very proud. 2009, of course, not 2010. Next.
Oh, I remember.
Now, I've got to say, I did have to Google this answer to the winner.
Yeah, me too.
Not right now, I hope.
Fuck. Chi cazzo hai vinto? Ah.
Non so chi ha vinto io.
I have doubts, but I will say something.
The next two are slightly more recent, but this is as old as it gets from here on in.
Okay, we go or not?
Go on, Jorge.
Sicuro che hai sbagliato
Turned
l'anno.
round.
Io non so chi.
2011 o meno.
That is very bold. That is almost very correct, and that is kind of correct.
What
to
is
the
bold?
Circuit, Alex. Bold. You've gone. Where did you go, Jorge? Read it out again.
I said Jerez. It's not Jerez?
No, it's
not
it's
Jerez.
Le Mans.
Oh,
Le Mans 2012.
2012. So 2 points.
Okay.
You're a year under this time,
And
Alex.
who win?
Jorge Lorenzo.
in the wet?
Yes.
Nice.
Casey, if I'm not
No, dry.
if I'm not mistaken, I think Casey finished third that day. Valentino was second.
Vale
Ho messo Pedrosa, tío. Jerez, Pedrosa.
No, io ho
Number
messo-
4.
ok.
Hai fatto un punto o no? Ah, 2 punti hai fatto.
Okay, answers in. Bez, what have we gone for?
Mugello 2019, Danilo Petrucci.
Correct. At last, Alex Marquez gets 3 points.
At least one.
And Jorge Martin, you are a year out. So it was 2019.
So just 1 point, no? And Petrucci, 2 points.
You get 2. I'll give you 2. Why not? Man?
Thank you.
You don't need them, of course.
Stai
Right.
puntando il punto?
Sì.
Last one, and I think this one might be the easiest one.
Yeah.
But I never remember the year.
The year.
Non so se ho scritto bene il cognome del vincitore io.
Non so chi ha vinto.
Are we ready? Go
No,
on
no,
then.
no, 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 no.
Bez.
Ah.
Argentina 2017, Cal Crutchlow. 2 of those 3 are correct. Argentina 2018
Che culo.
for Bez with Cal Crutchlow. Argentina 2018
Podium.
and Cal, 3 points. Well done to both the Aprilis. Bez,
Quanto hai fatto?
The year again wrong.
6?
Fucking hell.
11. Te?
I'm too old already, you know?
I'll tell you what.
12, 15.
There's-
15.
Bez, do you remember what happened earlier in the day?
I won my first race.
Well done. I had that.
Grande.
Guys, thank you very much. Sign the boards.
Picciu, no?
Back
Quanto has
to
hecho
you.
tu?
First win of the weekend then for Marco Bezzecchi and for Aprilia. I would have got probably 4 out of 5. I'm not sure about maybe the Assen one. Would have got me on the year, I think.
Ah, you're all right.
Okay, guys, you already signed the boards, and we'll get you to stand for a photo with the boards first.
Bello
of all.
questo.
Thank
Bello.
you. And we'll get one without the boards, guys, as well.
Thank you.
Marco, Hoy, Alex, have a great weekend here, my mother, guys. Thank you.